Hey guys, Horrorman back for another review. So today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the brand new Batman vs Superman Unmasked Batman. Now this is made by Mattel, and I believe this is a Toys R Us exclusive. It was believed to be a Canadian Toys R Us exclusive at once, because it has been over there for the past couple months, but it's finally started showing up in the United States. So you can see it's still in that same package that we're used to. They didn't really change much of anything compared to the regular release. Instead, it does say Unmasked Batman on here. One of the newer features about this figure is not only is it Unmasked Batman, but you also get the mask, which is really cool. And then there's also a new accessory for the actual grapple gun, that is the Collect and Connect. So let's go ahead and take this out of the package and get a closer look. Alright, so before we get to the actual figure, there is this little exclusive piece that comes with this, and it's just part of the actual grapnel gun. So you just plug this little piece, I guess, into here. It does come unassembled in the box. And then if you have the other pieces, this is just part of another attachment for the actual grapple. And then this is an exclusive, so I don't think you have to actually get this, you know, to put together the whole gun, but it would be cool to actually have the actual grappling hook part. So if you do pick up this figure, you will get this exclusive piece. Alright, so here he is out of the packaging with the mask on. And I mean, from this angle, he really doesn't look that bad. He looks kind of cool. I mean, the cowl that Ben Affleck wears is pretty thick. It's not really tight to the face like Christian Bale's was. But I mean, like I said, at this angle, a lot better than the close-up look. Now, I do recommend a stand for this one. I'm just using a NECA clear stand. It doesn't go perfectly flush to the bottom, like he can't get his heel actually on the plastic, but it is in there far enough to where you can, you know, wiggle him around, he won't fall. This figure stands okay, but it is a Mattel figure, so it doesn't stand perfectly. And now as you turn the figure, the cowl definitely looks bigger from the side, and then of course they have that big split seam in the middle, which I hate. I kind of wish they just went with a solid piece, and then even if you had to struggle to kind of put it on a little bit, at least it would have fit tighter and it wouldn't have that gaudy split in the center. So let's go ahead and get a close-up of the mask. So like I said, from a distance he looks really good. From up close, not so much. It's okay. You know, you can kind of push the back a little bit more together and it'll look okay, but it, you know, it doesn't look that great. But I just think it's unique, you know. I honestly had no interest in these figures from Mattel. I just thought they were so basic and boring with really lackluster paint, and I do hate this ab articulation. I'd rather just not even have it than have this big old split right here. You know, you see Marvel Legends and Mattel doing this, so I don't know what the hell they're thinking. You know, it just doesn't look good. But anyway, you know, this figure looked more fun to me, so for a lower price point, it's definitely worth picking up. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and take the cowl off. And, you know, you got that split, so it comes off pretty easy. And then here's their attempt at a Ben Affleck head sculpt. Now, this is where it really starts to tank. It definitely doesn't look like him. I mean, maybe from a certain angle, but I'm not seeing it. Probably this angle, the best, looks just like him. You know, the paint isn't that great. They kind of went with this kind of dirty chin to make it look like a 5 o'clock shadow. But I don't know, it doesn't really come off that way. It just looks like kind of like dirt. But yeah, I mean, there's no age to it. There's no shadowing to it. There's no stubble or like little holes in the sculpt where they could have, like, you know, poked a little bit of holes and maybe blackwashed it to give a look of a 5 o'clock shadow. It just looks like he's got a baby face with dirt on it. So yeah, not the best head sculpt, but you know, you get what you expect. Mattel's definitely not you know, one of the top companies as far as getting the likeness of movie characters down right. So it's kind of expected at this point. One thing about this that is actually significantly better than the original one is the tone. It's a lot darker tone than the you know, the regular figure in the line, which is really nice. So they actually did step up the game a little bit with this. And unfortunately, I don't have the regular figure, but I'm sure you guys know what it looks like. You've seen it in the stores. And he also has this rubber cape, which I don't think the original came with. I think the original had a hard cape. And they probably went this route because of the material of the mask, because that's softer, more pliable material. So they probably did that for the cape to try to blend it just a little bit better, which was a smart idea. They also managed to paint the, I guess these would be called brass knuckles. And then you can see really nice gold tones in the belt, the buckle, and the little pouches that are on here. And then even the gauntlets have these nice gold kind of reflective, almost like blades to them. Now the underside of them, not much going on there. But yeah, like the actual paint's pretty good. And then one other little thing on the tips of the toes, it has these gold highlights as well. So I guess these are like just his, you know, almost like brass knuckles on his outfit in case he wants to punch somebody in the face. It would definitely hurt a little bit more. But yeah, the actual outfit of this is pretty good. This mask is the only accessory that he's going to come with besides the actual builder piece for the grapple gun. And the mask is actually not too bad at all. It's got like a nice texture all over. So just getting to the articulation on it. Without the mask, of course, you're going to have plenty of range on the head sculpt. You can do the Exorcist 360. You can get a pretty good amount of looking up in case you want to pose him with a Superman in a flight pose. And you can also look down a little bit in case he's thinking about his life without his parents. Then you have the standard shoulder cut here. The elbows is on a single joint. And then you can also rotate a little bit right here, the musculature area. And then there is a swivel at the wrist. And you'll get the same thing on this side. Now with this side, you also get this open hand, which the thumb is not stuck to the fingers, so you should be able to get him to hold the mask maybe. It might be a little tough, but you can also get him to hold some kind of gun, or maybe if you have a grapple gun from another Batman figure. And of course he can move a little bit with this ab crunch. There's no twist, just barely, if any, at the waist. You can go out about this far. I guess the thigh muscles make it a little bit tough. And he has a single hinge knee. And then the feet, the ankles, they actually do move, which is nice. And then you can actually get him in a split, but it looks really weird. Plus he has the cape, so it'd be tough to get him too much. So the articulation is pretty good on this guy. It's really not bad. And with this nice rubbery cape, it doesn't hinder the movement too bad. Now putting on the mask is pretty easy. It just slides on just like that. Alright, so I did mention there's some different display options that you can do since his right hand is in that like trigger finger or almost open hand position. And here he is just holding the mask, so at least that's cool. There's plenty of display options with the mask, but it is very cool that he can actually hold on to it. So, and here he is holding the grapple gun that comes with the Mafex Dark Knight figure, or Dark Knight Rises, and it doesn't look too bad. The gold tone fits pretty good with the you know, the way they've done the knuckles and the gauntlets, so it doesn't look too bad. It might be a little bit small. And here he is with a handgun, and this is from, I believe, the Movie Masters Gordon figure, Commissioner Gordon from Dark Knight Rises, and that actually fits pretty good. And here he is holding, this is just the animated series Batarang. That's the only one I have that kind of fits better with him. But yeah, any Batarang should fit just fine. And here he is holding the 1989 Batman grapple gun that comes with the NECA figure. This is a little bit smaller to hold, but it does fit in his hand, and again, the gold does look pretty nice. So there's definitely some different display options for you. You know, some of the other figures in the line, the Nightmare Batman, I think the regular release might come with some different weapons, but I don't remember. But I know at least the Nightmare Batman and the Armored Batman, you will get accessories that you can have this Batman hold. But if you don't have those, at least you know that you can fit different weapons in his hand. Okay, so for the first comparison, here he is next to the Dark Knight Rises, or really just Dark Knight Christian Bale Batman. Now, both of these figures claim to be in a 6-inch scale, as far as I know anyway, but this Ben Affleck Batman is definitely bigger. And here he is next to the animated series Batman. Here he is next to the Mafex Dark Knight Rises Batman. And here he is next to my absolute favorite Batman, the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman, and this is made by NECA Toys. And just for fun, here he is next to a couple other Batmans with removable masks. Alright, so that's it for my review. If you can find it on sale, I definitely recommend picking it up. If you're a fan of the movie, I definitely recommend it. But if you're looking for some, you know, something similar to, like, you know, the Mafex or NECA, this may not be the figure for you. With the interchangeable weapon part for the grapple, it gives you another reason to maybe pick this figure up. For me, I really wasn't interested in this line at all until I saw this one, just because I like these classic, you know, throwback designs with the removable masks and stuff like that. So, but anyway, you know, thanks for watching my review. Please subscribe, leave a question, comment, whatever, and thanks for watching, guys. See ya.